everyone. I try to take something that's a very complicated process and simplify it for us. Just know that there's more, right? And I'm going to speak a little bit about launching your own brand, but there is more into the starting your own business part. And I'm going to, if we need to come back and speak a little bit more about that, just understand there are many depths to the game, okay? So as you're popping in, if you're next to the chat, just type in hi. As you know, I'm a communicator, so I talk to you, you talk to me. It helps to make it go nice and easy. And just let me know what part of New York are you from. Let's see who is maximizing in here. If we got Brooklyn, if we got Queens, if we have Staten Island, which are the ones that are running the game in New York in sisters. I am so excited to speak with you, mostly because as you guys saw, I'm an audiologist and speech language pathologist, and I'm a global transformational speaker. All right, so we got Georgia up in here, White Plains is in here, Bronx, Houston. Oh, okay, I love it. Okay, so New York / and friends, right? New York / and friends, got it, no problem. So I want to maximize our time because if you know anything about me, I love to make things simple and I like to get straight to the point. Some of the things may be above your head, but if I can simplify it later, just remember that we don't have to end here. Like we can stay in contact and you can ask me questions afterwards, okay? All right, so I'm gonna share you simple behind the 8-figured curtains strategies to learn your own brand. And the reason why I say 8-figured curtains, because I've been blessed to work with some incredible 8-figured CEOs that some of you may have heard of, like Lisa Nichols, Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Steve Harvey. So what I started to notice, I started to pay attention to what did they speak about that were all in common when it came to branding and your brand language and how to stand out from the crowd. All right, even if you already have a professional job. So most of us, does anyone in here have their own business yet? Type down 1 if you have your own business. Type down 2 if you want to start your own business. Type down 0, you just came here to laugh and have fun. All right, I love it. Rosie said, I just came here to come laugh and have fun. Thank you for coming to support us. All right, great. So we have a lot of business owners in here already. Okay, great. Thank you. I love honesty. So now I know who to speak to and I know who I know is supporting me. So those that are here to support, I appreciate you. All right, so I believe in building a legacy-driven business, even when you can't seem to find the time or energy in your day to do it all. Because as you can see here below, this is my son's book. He is my son. He is Zachary. Everybody knows Zachary's on the autism spectrum. I believe he should have a brand. And there's my mom on the right. She now has her journal and she's now evolving into her own brand. So I believe we all should have a brand and we should be creating legacy-driven businesses. Anyone feeling that legacy, not just a business, but a legacy-driven business, something that we could leave behind, something that we can sell, something that we can make money and or that we can include our either parents, our kids, or something else that goes beyond us. So if not, start thinking about that. Now, have you ever wondered, let's get rid of the chat box, what it would be like to take the ideas that you have in your head and boldly launch it into the world without feeling like if you don't have enough time? How many of us sometimes feel like if there's not enough time in the day? I have a business, but do I have a brand? And there's two different descriptives when it comes to branding. It's a household name. It's a vibe. When they hear your business name, they already can get the smell, the feel, the whole energy of you. So sometimes we may think we started a business, but we may not have necessarily launched a brand. All right. How different your life would be if you consistently and repeatedly showed up and showed out with your own personal brand without talking yourself out of it. Each time as you're ready to launch, we talk ourselves out of it a lot. Like, okay, we have things, but sometimes we don't want to be too much. So we kind of dim ourselves down a little bit. I don't know if I'm talking to someone. So we may have a business, but we're still kind of quiet about the business. Or how it would feel like to bring in continuous money flow simply by doing what you love. That's my favorite part. What others come to you for, doing something that you can do with your eyes wide shut, something that just lights your soul on fire without questioning your future financial freedom and abundance. Have you ever wondered about doing something like that? And I see some chat going on. Isis says, I'm preaching to you. Yes. I'm going to bring more and more people into my business and build an empire, right? Okay, so I promise you, if you stay to the end, yes, I have a gift for you. and a possibly launch tool for those of you who want to relaunch their brand. All right, create your own success. In order for us to get the most out of today's session, I want to honor your time. So I'm going to go expeditiously as possible, but yet so that you can understand, I suggest you get a notepad next to you so you can take notes. I usually drop some incredible nuggets just from experience, and feel free to engage and ask questions in the thread. At the end, I'll make sure to come back in and check in. Now get ready to receive. If you're ready to receive, type down the words ready, because you never know. Some of us may have things, but you just may get that something that you needed to add to make whatever you have take it to the next level. Awesome. Thank you, guys. See, I told you, I like the interaction. Even if you're cooking, just move your left hand over, type out ready, and keep doing your thing. And then hopefully you'll learn something new that you can implement immediately. And then we get to decide on our next steps together. Do I have your permission if I will offer an opportunity with me inside of launching your brand and how I can help you with achieving the results in legacy-driven business with consistency and confidence? Is that okay if I give you the access to the opportunity? I always want to make sure that it's okay. Nothing forced. I just always want to know, is it okay to offer an opportunity so we can learn more about what you want to do in terms of launching your brand? Thank you, Ebony. All right, great. Good. I like to see about 2 or 3 yeses, because if not, I'll keep my what's next to myself. I don't want to overwhelm you. However, some people are here for their what's next. I know I am. I'm always ready for my what's next. All right. So you put aside launching in this journey because you know it takes time and you never seem to have much of it. Trust me, I've been there. But what if in this masterclass or in this session, you'll learn why now is the time? The 5 top mistakes that may be holding you back. A time flow principle, which is one of my core signature pillars and blocks in launching your own brand. And I'll just speak a little bit about simple community building steps to align your real deal support and success in your brand. A lot of us are doing our business by ourselves, and I believe in community-driven brands. Like if we really supported each other, I mean like really, really supported each other, all of our brands can go well. All of our brands can be successful. So community truly is the key. Just like how you guys are showing up here today, if we really launched our brands together, y'all, we all can win. And I can share a little bit about that in the end. All right, she gave my street cred, just so you have an idea if to listen to me or not. I'm a multi-6-figure side mompreneur, yes. CEO since 2014, and yes, I failed a few times. So this isn't just coming from the mountaintop. I love to travel, live life full out, especially with my now 15-year-old son who's on the autism spectrum, Zachary. Many know him as Turbo. I help women in gaining clarity, increasing visibility, and learning more about investing in themselves, like coaching and creating products and just having multiple streams of income. How many of us love multiple streams coming towards us? Yes, ready to receive. That's me every time I hear that, ready to receive. I do all the things, executive coaching, academy. I love Biz Beach retreats. I love doing business on the beach. I don't know if any of you guys love to do business on the beach. And I hold a live event, Mompreneurs on Fire. We've turned that into now a virtual hybrid. And I do have a podcast called The Dr. Ali Griffith Show. I told you where I've served on stage. I just got to add to it that on Saturday, I did my first TEDx women conversation. Shout out to one of our very own. I'm not going to name her name, but shout out to her. But yes, I did do one of my TEDx women speaking talks. So if any of you guys are interested in that, just know that we all have amazingness inside of us. And then I've been featured in a few places. But my favorite thing I like to tell you guys is I'm a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. So that's where you get a lot of my strategies that I use are from all of that. So all of that is what makes my brand, right? When we add all those things together, why I repeated some of those things, because you're going to see why little things show up in me, why I do a 1, 2, 3 step, why I simplify things as an autism moms, why communication is huge to me. All of that makes up your brand. And it's not just a business. Do you understand? Yes? All right, yes or yes. I'm gonna just ask just to make sure we're still here. And definitely let's stay together. Join me on Instagram or TikTok. I share a lot of the behind the scenes there, and I'm there at Dr. Ali Griffith. When you go there, drop a comment and just type out sisters so I can send you some love, because I know that you're not just a regular squad, you're part of my sister squad. And I have a special love for sisters, right? Because I speak on stages, but it's something about coming home. So thank you for having me back home when I could speak speechy terms. So she chose herself and the game changed. That's what I want you guys to move on with today. Choose yourself, choose your brand, choose your essence, so that when you're no longer here, and we all know what that looks like now after the year we've been through, you leave your footprint. How many of you guys want to leave that blueprint that says, I was here? Choose yourself and the game changes. Yes? All right, cool. All right, cool. Yay. I like a boom, 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 boom. So this is exactly. What is my why? That's my why. Keeps me going. And he now has his own coloring book. So he has, like I mentioned before, on the autism spectrum, diagnosed since 2, has a lot of delays, but yet amazing in his own self. Amazing, trademark the word, yes, amazing in his own self. And now he has his own brand. So what is my why? He is my why. What is my why? My mom is my why, you know, but there's more than that, right? Many of us are gonna say, so what is your why? Most of us are gonna say our kids, but we actually have a bigger why, a greater why. Can you tap into that greater why? The why that will make you show up every day. My greater why is that there's more. It's simply there's more. There's more for me to do. There's more for me to impact. Yes, I can reach a certain level, but type it out. Don't you feel like there's more? Like you're stepping into 2022. Am I the only one that's walking around like, I just feel like there's more. Like, this is great. I loved my job. I was doing really well, 22 years in, but I just felt like if I was not living in my full essence of who I am. So I began to realize that my greater why is simply that there's more. Yes? Awesome. So why is launching your brand so important for you to do right now? You may be asking, like, why now, Dr. Ali? Why are we talking about this now? So you guys, why is launching your brand so important for you to do, or relaunching it? Why do you think now is the best time for us to do it? Why do you think now this is a really great time to have this conversation that we're doing tonight? Type it in the chat if you do. Guys, we're in the Great Resignation. You guys heard of the Great Resignation? Almost 4 million people in the workforce. Almost 3% of people have called it quits. Do you know why? Most of them are at the space where they're ready for more freedom. They want more. They're not happy with the situations that they're in. So they want to do something better. They want to do something more in their lives. And I don't know about you, how many of you guys may be close to that space where you almost like, listen, this is for the birds. I really need to invest in my own thing. I don't know how many parallelpreneurs we have in here that may have their business, but also have an investor, which is the boss. Is now or never, right, Isis? Tamari says freedom. Why not now? Yes, everything about that. So that's why now is the best time for it. So I'm going to tell you, stop thinking and talking about it, and let's start planning and activating. How does that sound? The best time to launch your own brand online, y'all, is now. Now is when everyone is, they're looking to see what's new. Now is the time when more businesses are going digital and virtual, and they're trying to figure out, what else can I do from home? How can I do business from anywhere? What if I decide I don't want to get up and go in today? How can I still have money going into my account? Me, my vision is to be on a beach with a drink in my hand, and all I'm hearing is ching, cha-ching, ching, cha-ching, ching. You know what that is? PayPal deposits, Stripe deposits, whatever payment deposits, and I'm sitting there on the beach relaxing. That's the type of lifestyle that I want to create, and that's why launching your own brand starts now. It doesn't wait, right? All right, so what are the 5 top mistakes that hold us back, right? Limiting mindset. Like, you know, you talk yourself out of it. You start and then you talk yourself out of it. Maybe now is not the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. It's like double dutch. S.I.S.T.A.s doing double dutch. Like, I'm gonna do a little bit, but not a lot. So that limiting mindset, that where we want to, like the good angel over here is telling us, let's go, let's do it. You get off of here. Yes, Dr. Ali, I'm ready. Then the bad angel or the angel or the other guy, you know who he is, says, but girl, they ain't gonna listen to you. You don't have anything special. Why are you gonna do that? You know, what will happen to the family? All the things that stops us, the limiting mindset. How many of you guys have had that before when you really wanted to play full out, launch your brand, come on out, let the whole world know who you are, but these are some of the things that are holding you back. No systems in place. Yeah, you are the only one doing all the work and there are absolutely no systems. If you are not there, the business falls apart or everything has to be done by written. We got to get systems in place. All right. Doing it all alone. How many of us are lone rangers? Like, I'm gonna do it on my own. I'm not telling anyone my idea. I'm just keep it all here. It's just gonna be me, myself, and I, because that's all I know and that's all I can trust. Another top mistakes I'm learning this. I told you guys I'm coming with the 8-figure strategies. These are what I've learned from them. The things that keep holding people back. Why we are not the ones sitting in that 8-figure space. Me no longer. I'm heading there. I don't know about you. For 2022, how many of us are ready to head there? They don't know what is really scalable. Like, you're not sure, like, which part of my business. I know I'm good in this part, but which is the one that will really, I can scale, that will bring in more revenue. No business coach. Y'all, I just want to let you know, I'm sorry. We're really good in speech. We may be super amazing in audiology for my audiologists that are in here. Whoop, whoop. We may be amazing people when it comes to communication, but business is just not our thing, right? For the majority of us, if business is your thing, shout out to you. It wasn't my thing. I was really good in communication, but when it came to SOPs and KPIs and P&Ls and all of those, I was like, well, womp, womp. Let's talk about voice. Let's talk about other letters that IEPs and things that I can more identify with. So, and then we start and we stop. So there's no accountability on that space. So this is what they said. Part of the things that hold us back is not having someone in direction who that is their expertise that can help us to move forward faster. This is one of my clients, my aunt. She's one of those. She first came in. She works for a major television station in New York. She wanted to start her own production company. She got nervous. She got scared. She talked herself out of it so many times until we got together and she began to realize, listen, Dr. Ali is the real deal. I do need the help. I need someone to help me to learn. And this is her words, tools to the game real quick, because I don't have time to learn all the way from the beginning. How many of us don't have time to learn all the way from the beginning? Come in, teach me exactly what I need to do so I could just move forward, because I'm out here doing what I do best. And I need someone to align to help me, someone or someone's, because it may be one, it may be more than one, that can help us to align in that space. All right, so let's get into nitty gritty. You know, I love the 1, 2, 3 concept. So this is my bootleg version. Like I said, there's so much more. Type down, there's more. There's more. But when sisters came to me and said, okay, what can I share with the tribe in terms of launching their brand? Because as a brand strategist, as a biz coach, I said, okay, let's talk launching brand, not starting your business, because I have tools on that. You're going to get access to all that stuff. But even as you're starting your business, many people start businesses, but they don't launch a brand. They don't make something memorable. They don't make something that is a household name and or a name that others are talking about. Companies or organizations, you want that to be with your specialty. How many of you want that? Where they just hear the topic and they already think you, like they're already referring you as soon as they hear whatever it is that you do. That's a brand. That's a memorable brand. How many are interested in that aspect of the business? That's that next level. Everybody's talking about, yes, you need to have a LLC, you need an EIN, all of that. I'm going to give you access to that. And if you want to speak more about that, I got you. But in this process, I want us to scale. I want us to be amazing in 2022 and to move to the next level. Yes? All right. Hayadeli said, yes, I'm here for all of that. I love it. Thank you. So we got 3 phases that we use in our tribe. This is my signature method. I believe in the start, build, and launch stage. Start, build, and launch. I even have a Facebook group that just speaks about starting, building, and launching. We're always starting, we're building, or we're launching. My tribe, we have something called ASL, not American Sign Language, but always stay launching. Always stay launching, which means always stay visible, which means always stay in the process of, do you know like how movies come out And they're already letting people know ahead of time that Fast and Furious Part 3 is coming out. And then as soon as you turn around, you blink again, another year or two, there comes Fast and Furious Part 4 and then Part 5, so that they can stay relevant. It's not just one and I'm done. Many of us say, okay, I let the world know I have a business and then I disappear. That's not enough. Sorry, type down, that's not enough. That's not enough. We have to always stay launching. So in my tribe, we're always talking about what stage are you in? What phase are you in? Are you in the start phase? The start phase looks like planning. Are you in the building stage? That's the prepping and the priming. That's the getting ready, the prepping and the priming. Or are you in the producing stage, which is the, okay, it's out in front of the world. Now give me my coins. It's out in front of you. Now give me the coins. Now, like I said, each one of these have steps to them. We can go deeper into them. There is advertising, marketing, social media, operations, other aspects of business. But just for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to talk about starting, building, and launching. Yes, is that okay? All right, I want to honor your time tonight. All right, so let's talk about starting. And every part of this, I'm going to talk about the blocks. Why? Because I want to talk to somebody. I want you to feel like, ouch, ooh, she's talking to me. Too many people are giving you all the glory. It's not only glory. 1 second. Lubricate the vocal folds. Speaker tip, right? Best crowd to talk about. Many people don't get that. All right, so we got to start to plan. And why I say this is because a lot of us put together businesses or we put together launches without a plan. Really, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So we have to get into literally yesterday, my mompreneurs tribe, my legacy launcher tribes, we got together for a live session, virtual from all over the world and in person in Brooklyn. And we started planning on 2022. We started planning Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, what months we're doing this. Always stay launching. Type out ASL so y'all gonna hear me. Y'all gonna be like, okay, she's not talking about American Sign Language. This one is always stay launching. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Are you guys getting something juicy right now? Is something resonating for you? Did someone sit down? Someone sit down here and say like, "Ooh, child, yes, Dr. Ali, I came here for this today." That part. All right, so some of the blocks that stop us in the planning part, because I'm like I said, I'm poking you tonight, right? I'm not here to make you smile, I'm here to make you activate, right? Some of us are confused. So we're planning, but we're not quite, I'm not sure what the heck to plan, Dr. Ali. I'm scattered. Oh, we planning everything. Everything getting launched in 1 month. Like I just have like 10 things or 3 things, or I don't even have anything to launch yet. So I'm kind of scattered. No time. All right. I have no time. I have no time to plan. So I'm just going to do. No more. Not for 2022. Okay, guys. And then uncertainty. The uncertainty is what stops us a lot in the planning stage. And then I told you, I'm not here. I'm gonna share with you the wins too. Don't worry. I'm not gonna stay with the blocks. Thank you, Ayadeli. I got you when I come off. Because I know my team is probably like, we'll deal with that tomorrow, but I got you. Thank you. Takes too much time, right? So how many of you, when it comes to planning, are you planned out for 2022 yet? Type down a 1 if you are. Type down a 2 if you started but not really completed. Type down a 0 if not yet. And there's no shame. We just talking. I just want to have an idea and keep it real. We all cool. We're not here to be like, no one's looking at your answers. This is just for you to own up to where you need to be. All right, your own self-assessment. All right, cool, good. I came for a reason then, good. All right, so which one of these, and you just type down if it's you, and if it's not, you don't have to, we're honoring your space. Which one of these are where you feel why you haven't started planning or why you're not completed in your planning? Were you confused, scattered, no time, uncertainty, or it takes too much? Choose, I think it's what, A, B, C, D, or E? Or I would say all of the above. That's always my favorite answer. I'm like, probably all of the above for me. All right, no time, scattered, awesome. All right, so now I'm gonna tell you about what my dreams are. Last year I held 4 retreats, 4 biz retreats. And as a result of 4 biz retreats and other programs, my business was able to bring over 300K. All from a beach, all from relaxing, because of creating plans. because of making sure that I had a time flow for those of us who don't have enough time. Because I went into no time, because I know a lot of people say no time. I got y'all. Trust me, you're my tribe. I already know there's not enough time to plan. Pretty much the reason when everyone jumps into my tribe, they're like, Dr. Allie, I don't have enough time. We're moms, we're busy, we're professionals, we're busy. We don't have time. Like that, I hear that almost every single day. That's pretty much why I created my own life biz planner. So we can try and figure out how do we balance this thing called life and business and be successful in both ways. So I did exactly what I did in the last place. I combined my vacations, which I love to. Remember, I spoke about islands. I'm an island girl. And I combined making money and talking about money and helping people with sales and business and branding and marketing, and created retreats so we could do business on the beach, right? So that became my brand. So now, let me hold up my cup. After just a year and a half, now I get to say I'm the Biz Beach boss. Now I get to say I'm the Biz Beach boss, right? And all from consistency and showing up, getting clear, creating checklists, automation. You want to be able to sign up for things and you don't have to do everything manually. Trusting. Trust is big. Trust is big. Like, you guys got to trust me. Whoever's going to work with me or choose to move to that stage of business coaching with me, or who may just want to come and chill on the beach with me, you got to trust. We have to have some level of trust with each other, because when we don't trust, it actually takes more time. Oh, I'm talking to somebody. I'm gonna stop there and take a pause. Let me take a sip. Ooh, that sip ended up bringing the dribble. All right, so, and systems. A lot of us don't have systems in our business. Systems make the world go by. As an autism mom, as a mom who had to figure out how to get our lives simpler in life, we had to create routines. We had to create something that kept a system so that it was less for us to think about. So let's build our business and launch our brands where we have all of these in place in our planning process. All right. I know, I got you. When you're like, I don't even know which system, I don't know what to do. I got you. I promise I got you. All right. Phase 2, building. So we know in the beginning, we got to plan, right? The next phase we got to be doing is we got to move into building stage. The building stage looks like prepping and priming. What are some of the blocks that stops us from the prepping and priming stage? We don't know where to start. We don't know what to build. Some of us are kind of vulnerable of being seen. How many of us are kind of vulnerable of being seen? So because we don't want to see, we don't want to do the videos. We don't want to do the lives. We don't want to show up. We don't want our face on things. Any of you? Or am I just talking to myself? This is part of the building stage. All of this requires us, it requires us to be out there. Marketing means being out there and being seen. And then sales get us paid. And more marketing and better marketing leads to more sales, right? Why you think commercials stay on? But I'm the behind the scenes person. That's fine. You can be the behind the scenes person. Then do you have a podcast? Do you have something that, okay, you don't want to be visually seen? We're gonna talk about that, because we got to be seen sooner or later. Or you can take forever. Videos sell. Your face, it connects people. Like, I can turn this off into, we know this as speech pathologists. You know, if you see me, we connect faster than just listening to me. So why waste the time with just the voice when you can be seen and connect faster and move towards marketing and launch your brand even faster and connect with more, so we can have more time freedom. Trust me, I'm not a size 2, perfectly built and all the things. This is a regular chick from Brooklyn. Really, but eventually I knew I'm seasoned. I'm in my 40s. I don't know how many of us are seasoned like me. And I don't have forever to be launching a brand. I don't have 20 years to work on launching a brand. So the fastest way to launch your brand is to be visible. Sorry. And then the other part is some people don't know how to pivot quick, right? Some of the blocks is in the prepping and the priming stage. You get so frustrated, you stop. The best one is when we do everything but really nothing. Just busy looking busy. A whole year of busy looking busy because we're scattered and not getting help. I'm not talking to you, but if I'm talking to you, I'm like in church, say, she's talking to me. I've never said that before. It's kind of like, that's kind of weird, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, so some of you guys may know Ask Dr. Nicole. She's on Put a Ring on It. She's one of my clients. She and her partner, Crystal Khalil, they came to me for coaching and for the same thing, to help them in the prepping and priming stage, because they were planners. But when it came to the prepping and priming, it was null and void. Like, you didn't really get to see them much. I mean, lo and behold, we started working together. And not that I'm saying I helped her to get on OWN, but her visibility is what helped her to get on OWN. And with our strategy and with our mode of getting her more in front of the right people, she was able to position herself as an expert, and then landed her position. And they were seen on Good Morning America and Steve Harvey show and all the things. And that's all from prepping and priming and making sure that they get out of their own way. Oh my goodness, sometimes we are the ones that are in our own way, just because we're not used to being seen. So what's the one thing? Because like I said, there are many things in these stages, but if I could leave you with one thing I want to tell you to do in your prep and prime stage, you got to market your genius. You got to market your genius. People are not going to know you're amazing unless, and this is something that I know we don't like talking about ourselves, then get testimonials, get other people to talk about you, get other people to talk about your brand. And then get more comfortable with talking about yourself, because you have to be able to pitch yourself when opportunities are coming. You got to know your shine. And if you don't think you're a badass, they're not going to think you're a badass. So part of the process is researching, making sure you choose spaces that there is a need and that it's a monetizable need. So you do need to research the areas. You do need to have a proven strategy and system. Like I always say, invest in people so that you can learn what they're doing, so you don't have to go and figure it all out. That's what I did. Like I said, my first program invested was in Steve Harvey. My second program invested was with another business coach who came from that process, that began to show me more of the proven strategy. Because I can give you a proven strategy for communication, but when it comes to business, I was like, well, womp. When I was first starting off, I'll just be fully transparent. I'm talking to me now. I came here so I can talk to me 7 years ago. That's why I'm here. So if this landed on one person, 2 people that said, oh my goodness, that's what I need to hear, my job is done. My job is complete. I've done what God has sent me to do. And you got to track your results. In the prepping and priming stages, we're checking what works. We're tracking it down. What are our metrics? What are our social media metrics? Where are our people? Where are we going to market? All of this is important in the launching process. Sorry, but that's why planning is important. And that's why these stages are important. And then what we're going to do once we launch is we're going to rinse, tweak, and repeat, because now we have a system. Type out system. Type out system. So when we're in this process, we're creating a system. And if the system works, we know where worked, where didn't work. Where did we go and make ourselves visible? Did we market enough? All of that, we got to check in our metrics. I'm taking you guys now, not from business owner, but we're now going to be responsible CEOs, especially as sisters. It's time for us to be responsible CEOs. Launch time. Who's ready to launch? So we talk about the plan stage. We talk about the start stage. We talk about the building stage. Now let's talk about the launch. This is the favorite part. This is what a lot of people love to do or hate to do. But this is the part that many people sometimes walk away. So here are some of the blocks that happen when it's launch time. And launch, can I just say, launch is a process. So I don't want, when you guys leave here, you're like, I'm gonna launch tomorrow. No launching tomorrow. There's actually a 4-week, 12-week, 16-week of build up, depending on what you have already. So please understand it's a process, right? Okay, yes? All right, just wanna make sure I make that clear, because I don't want anyone getting, Dr. Ali said, hey, SL, always stay launching. Okay, let's plan, prep, prime, and then we produce. So some of the blocks that happen is that people announce, post, and walk away. How many of you guys may announce things on social media or announce things to your people, and then you kind of walk away? There's no engagement. There's nothing to help them to juice them up. There's no hype person. You're not hyping it up. You don't have someone else speaking for you, right? Or there's no journey plan, right? So like I said, some of you just get up and just launch. And not you, but just what you may see out there for failed launches are usually people who did not plan their launch, nor prepped or primed it. They just produced it. I have a book Lala, here, book, go buy. Wait, what? What movie you saw did that? What brand you saw did that? Even before Black Friday came on with Target and Walmart, months before we started seeing advertisement and marketing. They were in launch mode. Type down launch mode, right? I'm educating us so we can see it. And all we got to do out there, guys, is learn the process and duplicate it. Now your business is going to turn into a brand. All right. Some of us give up during the launch. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a process. There are steps to the game. I've simplified it. I've created systems with it for my tribe because as an autism mom, I took it all the whole big system that Tony was doing and Steve was doing and Lisa was doing. And I was like, let me see what they all have in common and how can I make this simpler? And I created a program that's a 12-week program to help my moms to launch because I get how busy our lives are. Or they don't have any proven launch strategy or sales strategy. Dr. D, she fed us this weekend. Shout out to Dr. D. Every time I see her, my belly get happy. She had a dream in her belly for 6 months about starting a business. We worked together. We put together her we put together her building stage. She finally launched her business and now she is out there catering parties, catering our retreats, being interviewed and doing all the things, all from going through the process of launching and not just showing up. So this is an example of one of my brand launch processes where we build your own brand launch. And this is the plan where we actually put the time out. We step out the stages, we work it through. We speak about the marketing and sales part. We speak about the branding and messaging part. And we definitely talk about the mindset and support part. All of these are part of our launches when we do a 3-month launch. Starts from the vision, the month. We start from the vision and then we go through each month and set up and plan our launch. And everyone's launch is slightly different, right? There's some systems, but then you have different audiences. So you speak differently to different audiences. So a little bit about me. I like to say I'm a launching queen because I just always stay launching. And like I said, told you before, some have failed. So let me just make it clear. I have failed in some of these. So it all started from a book. So I'm gonna use myself as a testimonial. This was the book, Amazing Gift, A Journey to Autism Acceptance, self-published, became a #1 bestseller. From the book, we went into video series. From the video series, we created 7 different streams of income to take a simple $14.97 book to 5-figure launches and then 6-figure years and now community launches. And from this book came the Dr. Ali Griffith Show, Mompreneurs on Fire, Amazing Moms Wellness Retreat, Biz Beach Retreat Now, Mompreneurs on Fire, and Launch Your Own Brand Business, all from just the book. And investing in myself and learning about launch processes and then developing the business more. So I just want to let you know where it started from. So we do have your own Launch Your Own Brand Academy for those who are interested in it. That's our community. We support each other. It's a like-minded community where we just support each other through the launch process because people give up on themselves. And according to Sean, she says, I feel more empowered and I don't feel like I'm so alone when I'm launching. These are all our success stories. We have even more. These are some of the books that they've created. These are some of their brands. This is my mama's brand. That was her first little project. I'm so proud of her. Like, yes, I had mommy launching too. Mommy got a relaunch. And next year, we're going to have mommy relaunch. 2022, we're going to relaunch her. Why? Why not? You can relaunch the same product over and over again. A lot of people you missed. All right, so if you're interested in learning more about my launch process and joining our launch community, here's the invitation. Like I mentioned before, seen on stages with some of these guys. I brought some pictures just in case you don't believe me. And then we do have our master class where I show you how to launch your own brand master class. That is free. And then if you're interested in the academy, we give you an invitation into the academy, and that is for fee. So not everything for me is cost. In the Launch Your Own Brand masterclass, and actually what I've decided to do for you guys is I'm going to be working for another few days before I go off on vacation on the 22nd. I have my date. So I opened up some slots in my schedule. If you're interested in learning more about getting groundbreaking clarity, identifying your superpowers, and learning how to show up as your brilliant self, monetizing your unique talents, and creating an actionable plan, we can jump on a quick 10-minute call just so we can know where you are. And then if we are aligned, type down aligned, because it's not for everyone. I always like to say, I think I have a whole slide that said it's not for everyone. Then you can go to fire10chat.com and you can have access into my calendar, and we can talk more about if you're interested in launching your brand for 2022. Okay, how does that feel? fire10chat.com. But like I said, it's not for everyone, but it's for those of you who need help. And it's for those of you who, when I touched on some of the trigger points, you said, ouch, Dr. Ali, that's me. And for those of you who do, I will be giving you invitations. So I like to not do sleazy sales. I like to let you know I'm going to invite you if I think you need it. If it's in line with you, I will invite you to our academy. And what our academy looks like, it's a 12-week program where we go into branding and marketing, targeting your audience, building relationships, and then of course our like-minded community. It's a blend of digital and live. So it means by Q1 next year, we launch your brand. Yay. And we go through all of this. You get live Q&A sessions with me, monthly group coaching, individual coaching with me that we have got rid of. But if you do come in from this, I will have to keep that because it's still here. But I'm not doing that anymore, note to self. But if you do come in through our phone call, I have to honor it because it's here. Please let me know that it did say 2 individual coaching session, note to my VA. We got to get that out of there because now we're doing some amazing things and my time is not as available anymore. So we're not able to do as many one-on-one coaching calls, but I will do a few of them next year because I'm really dedicating a lot of time to our Elite Legacy Mastermind next year. Are there any questions? Type it down in the chat. Before we go, I just want to make sure I let you know, behind every successful woman, there's a tribe of other successful women who have her back. Yes? Some women have fire, some women fear the fire, and some women simply become it. If you're with us, we just fire. I am a fire coach. I'm a Ignite coach. I believe in keeping us lit, being trailblazers, and really leaving our mark. If that's too much for you, then I probably may not be the one for you. Just letting you know. Like I said, full alignment and full authenticity. These are our first amazing ladies. Some of these are autism moms, not all. This is our first retreat in Aruba. See, don't they look happy? And they were starting to make money at that time. So together we get clear, we make moves, we make a plan, and then we go out there and we make power strategy moves. That to me is how we build the brand. Dr. D, my last testimonial, she's another, not Dr. D, I'm sorry, Danielle. She's a nutritionist, also scared of being seen. Oh my gosh, she's such a badass and so scared to be seen. We got her first doing podcast interviews, doing radio interviews, like I mentioned to some of you before. And now she's out there doing the thing, y'all. She's doing more video. She's creating our brand and just now being really staking her place as a nutritionist over 40 and speaking to 40-year-old women. So the real question is, imagine if in 2022, what are you imagining for your brand? All I know is for us in our tribe, in our Legacy Launcher tribe, it's go time. It's go time now. So if it's go time for now for you, type down it's go time. If it's go time now for you, type down it's go time now. I don't know about you, and I'm not waiting until 2022 starts either. Our tribe got started yesterday. So my whole tribe is already on fire. So come join us. Come get lit. And lit stands for launch it together. So we get lit together. All right, I promised you guys a free gift. Remember, I'm a woman of my word. God's honor, whichever fingers needs to go up. And my gift to you is if you go to startandgrowyourbiz.com, for those of you that want to learn more business strategies, on there I shared 15 core must-do actions to turn your dreams into decisions. It's simple biz moves to start and grow your business now. Once you sign up, if you sign up tonight, then you'll get access into the free gift. And I'll see what I can throw in. I like to give gifts, so I might throw in something extra special for those of you who sign up tonight to get access on. But you'll definitely get your guide on 15 must-do actions to turn your dreams into decisions. And I leave something with you today. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Thank you.